up, y'all? Fight Talk here with Jimmy Dukes. We are joined by the chosen one. Is that the name?
Yes, it is. Gabriel the Chosen One Rodriguez.
I love it, man. I
Thank
love
you.
it. I've known of you for about a year now, ever since I started kind of following combat sports here in the city, man. But how are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Excited. It's a big week, fight week. But I feel good. I feel confident. Like I said, just got done training. I'm feeling loose. Weight's good. So excited to put it out there.
Yeah, man. Long awaited debut. I know that you've been around the gyms, you know what I mean? You're a wrestler background, but what does this debut mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot. I have a lot of hype going into it. I have a lot of people to, not. I don't know. I wouldn't say surprised, but I have a lot to own up to. A lot of people expect me to do well. And I just got to go out there and show out. Show that I'm the truth. Show that the hype is real.
That's cool, man. And from my understanding, did you just grow up wrestling on the mats? That was your main sport growing up?
Yes, exactly. I grew up, put on a pair of wrestling shoes, and stuck with it. So it's my senior year. But I've been wrestling since I was a little kid. It just
Yeah. And then did you pick up boxing over time, or
Yeah, I
like
did.
how did that
With
transition?
so my dad started boxing with Coach David out of Paso Boxing Club, and then I was like, you know what? Let me get in there. Let me start throwing hands, and turns out I'm pretty good at it. And yeah, and the next wrestling, and then I started throwing hands. I started working with the Paso Boxing Club. They got my hands in check. Started doing boxing events with USA Boxing, and it turned out really good. I'm 3-1 in the USA Boxing Amateur. So I got hands. I got hands.
Yeah, man. Growing up around the sport, wrestling and boxing, and your dad being a pro fighter, what kind of influence did he have on you on your path?
It's a major influence. I mean, he's taught me everything I know. He's taught me everything since I was a kid. My wrestling, my boxing. He's always been on my corner. He's always been on my side. So this week is something I'm pretty sure he's been waiting for a long time too. He's been waiting for his son to step in the cage and chase a dream that he once had.
Yeah, man. Was that always kind of the goal? Like when you turned old enough to be able to fight, was MMA always kind of like the goal, or is
It
that's
was
just kind of
always.
like a side quest? Because I know you're a good wrestler and shit.
Yes, yes. No, it was always a goal. The MMA path was always a goal. Of course, I'm gonna do my thing in the wrestling side. I'm gonna do my thing in college. Do all that wrestling stuff. But MMA has always been a path. I've always talked about it, especially growing up and getting older. I've always talked about the
Yeah,
MMA
man.
path.
That's dope, man. But how does it feel knowing that your long-awaited MMA debut is finally here, man? We're a couple days away.
I mean, like I said, it's exciting. Like I said, a lot of people expect me to do good, and that's what hypes me up more. I'm just excited to go out there and then show my skills, show that I can not only I can just wrestle, but I can throw hands. I can stand there and bang. A lot of people expect me to go in there and wrestle, but if this kid wants to throw hands, I'm gonna throw hands with him.
Yeah, man. So, you're still in school right now?
Yeah, I still got homework to do. I got to turn in assignments Saturday night. I'm probably gonna after the fight. I'm probably gonna go turn in my essay that I got. It's just part of the game.
You know what's crazy too? Now that I'm meeting more and more younger fighters, it seems like there's like this wave of athletes just coming up as like you already were wrestling, you were boxing, and and you were working on those kind of things. Do you feel like that's kind of like the new thing that a lot of people are just getting into combat sports at such a young age?
Yeah, I feel like the wrestling plays a big impact on a lot of these young guys trying to get into MMA because, once you get done with wrestling, you still got that dog, that competitive in you that you just want to go, go out and have a dog fight. And I guess that's what really I feel like that's what encourages a lot of young athletes to go into the MMA.
Yeah, I feel like you, for example, like you grew up wrestling, you have that base. I just feel like for me, I always tell everybody, I think wrestling is one of the best bases because if you can just work, it's always one-on-one competition, first of all. Growing up, you're used to just getting pushed around, you're used to cutting weight, you're used to doing tournaments and the pressure of always being on the mats. Does that benefit you knowing that, I already been on the mats, I've
Yeah,
traveled, I've done all this. Like, it's just like now I get to throw my hands in and throw some kicks.
awesome. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's helped me a lot. I've been in bigger stages. I don't feel that pressure for this week. I mean, I'm more excited than pressure because I've been in bigger stages. I've wrestled in bigger bigger tournaments, bigger competitions. So I'm used to the used to the competition. I don't get nervous. I thrive on the pressure, and I just go out there and have fun.
Yeah, man, I've been following you because your pops and everything, and it seems like every summer or whatever you were doing different tournaments.
Yes,
Do you,
I'm always traveling nationals.
I love seeing that because I always tell people like, especially now that I kind of have some say when people ask me about my opinion on stuff. I just feel like a lot of the better fighters are always doing more stuff outside of just MMA. They're either running or doing jujitsu or doing wrestling
Yeah,
and
always
things
staying
like that.
active.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
feel like
just
you don't
always
always have
being
to get
active.
punched in the head, right?
Yeah, no. As long as you're just active, always being active. That's one thing I'm good at. I'm always active. My coach always tells me to take a break, but it's natural. I've been doing this since I was a little kid. Practices, going home, running. Just always being active. It's just something
Yeah.
I'm used to.
Yeah, you said no pressure, man, but we all know the name. You know what I mean? Do you feel pressure just because you're carrying the name of your pops, man? With he had such a great career and has done so much time too, man. You like do people like, oh, this is Gabe's son? Like
And
uh
what? Yeah, I hear it. I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot, but like I don't let it get to my head because because at the end of the day, I know what I bring to the table, and I know that I take it as the hype is real. I take it as they're hyping me up, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna just show them that I'm the like I said, I'm the truth. And like I said, I'm no pressure, no pressure. I just thrive on it. I get excited. It gets me excited, knowing that people are like expecting me on the come up just because of the career my dad had, and they
yeah,
know I'm gonna be good, and that just
yeah.
gets me excited.
Yeah, that's cool. I love seeing that. Like, I'm an older guy, so I see when my friends, have kids and they're around high school. I'm all, damn, your kid's 10 times better than you, bro. But
Yeah, I
what?
think he gets that a lot. I think he
Yeah,
gets that a
man.
lot.
What kind of fighter do you want people to see? When you walk out there, what kind of fighter do you want people to know to see when you're out there when you're first
Oh,
going out
I
there,
know. I
man?
just want them to know that I'm confident. They're gonna see a confident fighter. A dog. I'm gonna go out there, and if he wants to go out 3 rounds, it's gonna be a dog fight. He's gonna show go out 3 rounds. I just want the people to know that I'm here to bring some action. It's not gonna be a boring fight. I want them to know he's a confident fighter. He's gonna trust in his abilities and his skills, and I just want people to know that I bring a lot to the table.
Yeah. Do you see yourself kind of, following the similar path of your pops of, doing being a pro boxer
Oh
and
yeah,
then
most definitely.
MMA and then you talked about college wrestling. Do you feel like
Yes.
that's, you have multiple options, you're not going to limit yourself?
No, I feel like I have the good a good path. I feel like I just got to take it slow and just enjoy each moment. And I feel like I have my future set out for me, and I know what I want to do. Like I said, the only thing I got to do is just enjoy every step of it, enjoy the process, enjoy the pain, the everything that comes with it.
Yeah, and then you've been training with some dogs for a while. So,
Yeah, I
talk
have.
about the benefits of being around guys that are a little older than you and they've already had 4 or 5 fights under the belt and you kind of already been around the gym.
Yeah, and that helps me a lot. I mean, I have great sparring partners, great work partners, Chris Tavares, Jonathan Shuda. I got Isaiah Delgado. He's
Yeah.
D1 wrestler. I have a lot of partners. And I compete up with them, and that's what brings up my confidence more. They have the experience, and they push me a lot. They push me to be a better fighter. But it's great to have great wrestling partners. Of course, I have my high school training partners, Andrew Tarango. He's a great wrestler. Carlo Alvarado, who's also on the card. Always having a good team around me to support. I mean, Empire MMA is been known for a while, especially with the most active gym. Always having fighters like Devin Pippin, just a lot of good people that push me, and it's great to have good partners like that. It's a different game because
Yeah, bunch of
yeah,
dogs.
yeah. I mean, a bunch of dogs, and then when I get in there, I'm gonna be like, whoa, this is not like sparring Chris Tavares.
Right?
Like he's a dog. I'm like, well, this is a little bit easier than sparring with Chris, or oh, this guy doesn't hit harder than Shooter. It's just stuff like that really helps me. It really helps me a lot.
That's awesome, man. Before we get out of here, do you change your training or your mindset when you're going to each sport, or is it kind of just always like the same kind of mindset, just different
No,
sport?
I think it's the same mindset, just a different sport. The mindset that I always carry is it's kill or be killed. Or if I bleed, he bleeds too. It's always being confident, always making a dog fight. You know, I'm not scared to get hit in the face. I go by. You gotta take one to give one, and yeah, I carry that with my wrestling. I carry that with my boxing and I mean my MMA. You know, I carry the same mindset. I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna be a dog.
Yeah, man. I love the confidence. I've kind of spoken to you here and there, man. And you know, this
Yeah.
is the first time I chop it up with you, man. But I look forward to seeing you go out there and make your debut. If I'm not mistaken, the guy you're fighting is around your age as well.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he's 17 too. So you know, we're both 17-year-olds gonna go at it.
Yeah,
We
man.
probably both got assignments to turn in after the fight, but we still
Right.
gonna throw hands.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and let the best man win, man. But before
Yes,
we get
sir.
out of here, man, any last words, any shout outs, brother?
I wanna just say shout out to all my training partners, my people that have helped me throughout this camp, my some sponsors. I want to thank to Timeless Barbershop. I want to thank Creative Glass. I want to thank Sheep Not Goats. A lot of other sponsors I want to thank. Texas Auto Detail and Moose's Draft House. They've helped me out with this camp to get my gear. And my like I said, my training partners, Andrew Tarango and Carlo Alvarado, and of course, my pops, my dad, Rodzilla. I want to thank him. He's pushed me, and just everyone's excited to see me on Saturday night.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited, bro. I've been covering the sport. Everybody's talked about you. You're always in the back. I see you just chilling, just waiting for your time, man. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
August 23rd, guys, KFL 4. You know, the chosen one makes his debut, man. I look forward to seeing you out there. I hope you have a safe last couple days of training and no weight issues, man. And we'll see you out
Thank
there at
you.
the weigh-ins, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. See you at the weigh-ins.
Hell yeah, man. Make sure you guys keep up with us. Fight Talk with Jimmy Dukes. We all talking to all different fighters, all different promotions. But KFL 4, August 23rd. I'll be out there hanging out, say what's up. But you see the chosen one make his debut. Until next time, peace out, y'all. Hey, good shit, dog.